Should you walk up to this restaurant?
Princess and Bear here. Today we find ourselves at EPCOT because it's time to return to
Tutto Gusto Wine Cellar in the Italy Pavilion.
Yes, we're going to show our gusto into the cellar because the menu is updated. As your number one choice in foodie infotainment, we're here to try all the Italian foods so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. She's going in the cellar. I'm going to go take a nap on one of these gondolas.
It's time to foodie and chill.
So when you're in the cellar, it's all about getting cozy. They have high tops, they have higher tops, low tables, and all the wine you can drink, but they also have a nice table bread. Table bread does have dairy in it, so none for the princess. More for me. And they brought us out some olive oil with a little balsamic. I don't think this is the ratio that the princess would approve of, but, you know, we'll make do with what we got. It's a good bread. A bit chewy, a mouth workout, but it makes me thirsty for wine. And that's probably kind of the point. Break bread, drink wine, bring friends. 3.75 out of 5 plus. So here we have a nice gnocchi. And the last time we came here, the princess was able to get the gnocchi modified, and it was vegan. One thing about both Tutto Gusto, or Via Napoli, they do not make their own pasta, so we don't know if something changed and maybe their pasta's not vegan anymore, but not vegan even without the cheese. It may change, but the next time you come visit, always be sure to ask. You have this nice gnocchi topped with a beautiful mozzarella in this nice red sauce. Here for it. All the coverage, all the cheese. Beautiful, pillowy potato gnocchi soaks in the flavor of the red sauce. Excellent. The cheese makes a nice topper. I could use more cheese, but honestly, the limit of cheese does not really exist. This thing can be covered from edge to plate of cheese, and I would probably still question if I had enough on the plate. Either way, though, this is a nice, even for the cellar, a nice lunch level gnocchi. I can get on board with this. I'll give it a solid 4 out of 5. Well, just hitting all the notes exactly right. I just wish they were still able to modify it so the princess could have it.
I feel like I was shortchanged when we went to Il Mulino recently. So to redeem myself on the pasta, I got the Arrabbiata here. It's much smaller than I expected it to be. We are here for lunch, so they do have that vegano sandwich that we had last time we were here, but I wanted to try this because this is part of the new Tutto Gusto menu that rolled out in June. So the pasta itself is cooked perfectly, the perfect amount of al dente. The sauce is spicy, as it should be, but it's serving... I swear, I can't tell you which festival, but this tastes like a pasta that I've had at a festival before. And that kind of, rubs me the wrong way a little bit. I do have pocket farms, so I'm definitely going to be enhancing this. But on its own, I don't know. I think, a 2.75 out of 5 pastas. I think it's better to order from the Tutto Italia menu if you're not here for lunch. Than it is to order from Tutto Gusto. If you are here for lunch, though, and you're vegan, I highly recommend the Vegano, though I eat, all the bread on it. It's so good. I think I would have appreciated that one a little bit more than this. So,
Is it a better value than Il Milano?
Anything is a better value than Il Milano. This is not a $32 dish, and it has more than what I was charged for, so it already wins.
This feels like a nice family style of arrabbiata. You come in, you're hungry, your grandmother drops you some sauce and pasta on a plate and sits down and makes you eat. She didn't ask. You're eating. You walk in the door, you got to consume something. Those are the rules. Grandmothers make them, we don't. It's got a nice level of spice to it, imparts flavor, not heat. So I'm not really getting much in the way of spice level. But I like the character it adds to the sauce and the pasta, so you don't just feel like you're having plain marinara on top of penne. but it's good. You got like a little crushed pepper. There's some spinach in here as well, so you got some greens going on. It's a good lunch pasta. I would thank my grandmother, wash the dishes, take out her trash, probably fix some gutters for her, get some stuff out of the shed for just this bowl. 4 out of 5 claws.
So now is the part of the video where we put the vegan parm, because this is Italian food, and what pasta is complete without at least a little bit of pocket parm? It is a delicious little addition, I think necessary here. Let me get some pieces here. Yum. I will say this dish is growing on me. The more bites I take, the more I like it. So I'm gonna up it to a 3.75 out of 5 pastas. It's delish, especially with the parm. This is one of those ones where like it really enhances it.
So of course we gotta take the pasta and up that domain on them. If you know, you know. The true nerds hang out on the Princess and the Bears channel. Either way, you know, call this domain expansion Madly Hadley Pocket Parm. You know, the Pocket Parm does add another dimension, sort of like a little amplification of a technique, if you will. The pepper was nice. I expected it to be spicy. It really only tickled, though. I'm going to take this to a 4.25 out of 5 claws. Arrabbiata. So also new on the menu, they have the calamari fritta. You have this nice, huge pieces of fried calamari with a nice looking breading. I actually don't mind the way it looks. Some spicy sauce on the side, a little bit of red pepper, and then they give you a lemon in a little cheesecloth bag so you can squeeze a lemon and not get seeds everywhere. I love this. Give this a little squeeze. Yeah. Calamari is the one thing I've always felt I need lemon on, but getting it in a bag like this, I love this. More little details like this. And smell the lemon as it cuts through that calamari. You got a nice crust on it. Nice deep little sauce here. Squid it up. Ooh, doggy. I don't often order calamari, mainly because I hate the breading on calamari. I usually like places, like most places that aren't familiar that cook it, ends up being little pieces of fried calamari, and then I'm just eating fried breading, and I hate it. It's just like fried breading and sauce. Here, the calamari are nice, huge pieces, and the breading is very light. So I'm getting to taste the calamari with very minimal breading. This I can get on board with. The sauce, significantly spicy. I'm talking about I'm sitting at a 5.5 out of 10 on the heat scale right now. My mouth is on fire, but combined with the flavor and that touch of lemon, bringing out with the that citrus flavor, I'm gonna eat this whole plate. I'm not gonna complain for once. I do complain a lot. Don't act like I don't know. I do know. I am a certified complainer. Here, I have no complaints. 4 out of 5 claws.
The Chianti Rosé all day. I love that all of Banfi wines are vegan. This one's great. It's a little bright, refreshing. I love it. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 rosés.
Lately, I haven't been trying the Princess's drinks. Not that we're drinking last week. Oh, we are, but at the same time, we're trying to de-emphasize the drinks at the main part of the video. That's why you see them towards the end now. Rest assured, we have beverages for the entire video. But if I'm in the wine cellar, I got to drink wine, right? It would be wrong if I only drank other things. Because why else would you be in a wine cellar? We are surrounded literally by wine. So, rosé, as the princess would say, all the day. It's delicious. Statement. I love that. Nice, crisp, clean finish. It's given the rosy cheeks. I would give that one a 4 out of 5 claws. Because of course I have to blaspheme, yes, I got a beer. in a wine cellar. But caveat, this is a Italian pilsner brewed especially for Tutto Gusto, which sparked my interest. Eyebrow raised a little bit, twinkle in my eye. This is the Sorsi d'Orzo. A nice cold glass. Ooh. Low ABV, some flavor, some complexity. Better than Bud Light. I don't know if it's better than Peroni though, but I'll take it. It's nice, and I get a nice cold beer mug. What are you trying to do? Take Germany's bag? Still good though. 3.75 out of 5 claws. So, Tutto Gusto Wine Cellar, an amazing time in the basement.
I think it's great little tapas, especially if you're like eating and or drinking around the world. I think this is a really great option, especially since most of Italy isn't that great. And I mean, there's the pizza window, but there's nothing vegan over there, and that's the only thing Disney run. Everything else here is third party. So if you're in a third party, do it here.
I always think this is like one of our like low-key AC breaks. Even from back in the old days, even if you just stop in and there's a go line for a drink, it's a nice chill AC break. And when we drink around the world, we like to drink our own food. So this always makes a good stop for us. And I think if you're looking for like a midday small break, it works.
Also, they're a full bar over there, so you can get whatever you want, unlike some of these other locations where you can only get certain things. So I really feel like it's a hidden gem. Like, not enough people go to Tutto Gusto, especially since they have this beautiful lunch menu and then the dinner menu or regular menu and the Tutto Italian menu. Like, I don't see how you can go wrong.
Yeah, we'd love to
honestly.
gatekeep, but we just don't have it in us.
No.
If we're gonna eat good, you guys are gonna eat good.
Yes.
But we want to know what you think about Tutto Gusto. Do you even know the wine cellar was here? I know it's easy to miss. It's right here in between
Looks
Tutto
like the same
Italia
place.
and Via Napoli. And actually, to get sat, you actually have to go to the Tutto Italia door. Going through Tutto Gusto actual door is just the to-go window.
Yeah.
So let us know if you guys have heard of it or if you want to see more. This is not even our first video here. It's on the third, fourth.
I don't know.
But let us know what you think, as always, in the comments below. If there's anything else you want to see us do here in the Italy Pavilion or otherwise, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
We have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, I think Bear is going to yeet himself on the top of one of these Italian buildings and get yeeted out of the park.
I mean, when I think about it, how much is the rent up there? Because
Oh, it's a lot.
it can't be much better or worse than the rest of Orlando. Just saying.
So much worse, it's on Disney property. So probably like $500 a day.
Either way, you heard it.